Break down this forecast for us, starting in numbers that some people just still don't want to hear, with these 70s early this morning.
Yeah, it's a little muggy out there again this morning. It doesn't feel like fall. We had some of that over the weekend, of course, with those cooler mornings and some spots getting down in the 50s. Not the case right now. I still think daytime highs are going to get up over 80. We got there yesterday, even with those big blasts of rain that seemingly hung around for hours. Right now, I see a couple of showers near Gainesville. I see a few more near Apalachicola, and some of those are trying to lift to the north and to the east from the south and west. More showers will develop, and I do think there's a pretty good chance, no matter where you are, you catch at least a couple of showers today. I'm not expecting as many as we had yesterday, or that will last as long. But I still do think you got to have the umbrellas handy because there's going to be showers all over the place at times today. 74 at the Tallahassee Airport, 72 in Valdosta. Thomas was one of the cool spots at 68. That air is chock full of moisture. You feel it when you step outside, and it's going to be like that all day. Most of the numbers between like 68 and 74. Apalachicola smidge warmer at 75. Now those breezes, they'll mostly be from the northeast. They're trying to pull in some drier air. Hopefully they'll be a little more successful tomorrow to start pushing that boundary a little farther to the south. Where that boundary gets to, super important. For the time being, we've got some fog out there this morning. Spots like Live Oak, like Perry, like Quincy, like Bainbridge. Visibility is down below 2.5 miles, so expect a little patchy fog out there. Always low beam headlights in the areas of fog. And you see all the showers across the Florida Peninsula and along the Gulf Coast, but you can also see that back edge where the cloud cover kind of just melts away. That's where that drier air is, and it's not too far away, but this boundary is moving real slow. It should get far enough south to take all the moisture with it and to let some of that drier air in for Thursday night and Friday and for the weekend. Now, if that boundary doesn't get far enough to the south and it gets hung up across the area, then we throw out the whole forecast and we redo it because we're going to stay unsettled. But if it does what I think it will do, it gets just far enough to the south to let some of that dry air in. We probably still maintain some clouds across the area, but I think it starts to look and feel a little bit better out there, maybe as early as tomorrow afternoon. You see Futurecast, it wasn't the same kind of blast of rain throughout the day today, but as we go into the afternoon tomorrow, all those yellow arrows coming in from the top, trying to bring in that drier air and suppress a lot of those showers down to the south, and that likely sticks around for the weekend. So there's some optimism for a much brighter part of the forecast. We got to get through today for sure, and likely most of tomorrow before we start to bring in some of that drier air. Let's talk tropics. Here's Tropical Storm Philippe. Winds at 45 miles per hour, moving west at 12. That track shifted yesterday. It still looks like it's going to fizzle out and fall apart, but that whole cone does include some of those islands, so we'll continue to monitor this one. Here's what it looks like on the satellite imagery, and at times showing some pretty good convection, so some pretty good health to it still. Now back behind it is the next energy that is trying to get its act together. It's up to a 90% shot for development over the next 2 days, so likely the upgrade coming. Rena, the next name on the list if it gets that far. Now around here on the Gulf, a little breezy at times, winds out of the east 5 to 15, seas up to about 3 feet. I got the rain chances like 50-50 this morning, but higher, up to 70 or 80% this afternoon. Maybe not as long lasting with the rain like we had yesterday, but plenty of showers and plenty of unsettled. The warm spots will get to the mid-80s. A lot of us top out just in the low 80s. We got up over 80 yesterday, and we had those long duration showers. I think tonight the showers fizzle out. It stays cloudy, it stays muggy, and we probably end up with some hit or miss showers early tomorrow. But with a little bit of luck, we start to dry out tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. That likely means a cooler and more comfortable start Friday and a better looking forecast heading into the weekend.